now, while the Middleton School District is moving forward with its plans to have homecoming following a fatal crash that killed 2 of its students. And Madison's mayor is releasing her 2022 executive operating budget, what it means for taxpayers. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon. Middleton High School will be moving ahead with its homecoming plans following a tragic crash that killed 3 teenagers over the weekend, including 2 students at Middleton High. The district says the events will be an opportunity for the entire school to support each other as a community. The district also released photos of John Jack Miller and Evan Cradwell, who died in the crash Saturday night. Officials say Miller was involved with the student council, was the goalkeeper for the Middleton High soccer team, and also played club hockey. Cradwell was a member of the Middleton cross country team. The 3rd team who died, Simon Milesi, went to Madison West High School. Officials with the Dane County Sheriff's Office said the 3 teenagers were killed when another vehicle rear-ended their vehicle, causing it to catch fire before coming to a stop in a field near West Mineral Point Road. The Sheriff's Office says charges are pending against the driver of the other vehicle, but have not released that person's name. Human remains found in a suitcase in Chippewa County are confirmed to be of a Reedsburg woman missing since last year. The Chippewa County Sheriff's Office confirmed the remains were of 25-year-old Rosalie Cindy Chavarria Rodriguez of Reedsburg. Her remains were found in a suitcase in the town of Wheaton in Chippewa County last year. The Peruvian native was living in Reedsburg and working in the Wisconsin Dells area in July of 2020 when she was reported missing. Authorities said they had a person of interest and plan to release more information later on. Madison police are looking for a group of teenagers who smashed out windows on dozens of vehicles earlier this morning. Officers responded to a report of teenagers checking car doors around 2:30 near the corner of McKee Road and Maple Grove Drive. Police found more than 35 vehicles with smashed windows in both outdoor and underground parking lots. Witnesses told people they saw a black SUV related to the group. Police say similar incidents were reported in other areas of the city. Anyone with information related to these incidents asked to call Madison Police. Right now, the Illinois man accused of shooting 3 people during a protest against police brutality in Wisconsin last year is in court for his final hearing ahead of his trial. Prosecutors have charged Kyle Rittenhouse with homicide and other crimes after he killed 2 men and wounded a 3rd during the August 2020 protests in Kenosha. Rittenhouse has said he acted in self-defense. The judge is hearing motions today, including Rittenhouse's request to dismiss a charge that he possessed his gun illegally and to allow testimony from a police use of force expert. Prosecutors want to introduce video of Rittenhouse talking about wanting to shoot some men he thought were shoplifting. A driver of a car was sent to the hospital last night after crashing into a light post in Sun Prairie. Firefighters say a multi-vehicle crash happened last night at Columbus and Main Streets. A driver hit a light post and damaged a building. That person extricated from the car, sent to the hospital. Another vehicle was involved in the crash, but 2 people who were in that vehicle were cleared at the scene. Witnesses say the car was driving on the sidewalk before crashing into the light pole. The building that was damaged was deemed safe by firefighters. The crash is still under investigation. Well, another gloomy start to your day. Let's head to the Weather Center. Julian Seawright has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Gloomy, but still kind of warm for this time of year.
That's right. We're still a bit above average as of right now, but you can see behind me, we are looking at plenty of cloud cover. Don't need the sunglasses as we head into the afternoon. Current conditions right now, 66 degrees here in Madison. We're going to see that rise just a little bit more as we continue throughout the afternoon hours, and dew points are at 58 degrees, so it's noticeable, but not the uncomfortable area. But as we take a look around southern Wisconsin for us, a couple areas, well, La Crosse is really the only area with 71 degrees or even in the 70s as of right now. But plenty of 60s as Mineral Point is sharing 66 degrees with Madison, 65 in Monroe and Janesville at 68 degrees. So we're holding on to a little mild temperatures, but for the most part, nothing too crazy. In terms of dew points, however, a bit more humid over towards Milwaukee and Kenosha areas with 60 degrees as of right now, but still into those middle and upper 50s as we're going into the rest of our afternoon. So it's noticeable, but nothing too crazy. And as we take a look for this afternoon, our takeaways, well, don't expect much sunshine at all throughout today. So we're still holding on to mostly cloudy conditions. Our high will be around 69 degrees, so we're still being around the little mild area. But we'll have more coming up, Mark, because we do have some rain in the forecast.
All right, we'll check back in a few minutes, Julian. Thank you. Yeah. Johnson & Johnson is asking the Food and Drug Administration to approve its COVID-19 booster shot. J&J hasn't asked for a specific time interval to administer the booster. Instead, ahead. The company submitted data sets showing a second shot boosts immunity to 94% when given 2 months after the first dose and boosts immunity response 12-fold when given at 6 months. J&J says protection from its vaccine remains stable over time. Meanwhile, AstraZeneca has filed for an emergency use authorization in the U.S. for its COVID-19 antibody treatment. The company says it prevents symptomatic COVID-19, particularly among those who don't get an immune response from vaccinations. Based on its trials, the drug reduced the risk of symptoms by 77%. More data on the treatment is expected later this year. A new report found in a 5-month period, COVID-19 vaccines saved tens of thousands of elderly people's lives. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services published the report today. Researchers looked at Medicare beneficiaries between January and May of this year and found vaccinations were linked to a reduction in about 39,000 deaths during that time. Researchers also say vaccines prevented about 265,000 new COVID cases and 107,000 hospitalizations. New at noon, Madison Mayor Satya Rose-Conway is releasing her 2022 executive operating budget, which focuses on 4 key areas.
The first is ensuring equitable city services to new residents from the town of Madison, innovating on violence prevention and public safety, investing even more in affordable housing, and supporting our diverse city workforce.
Mayor Rose-Conway says her budget includes a 1.1% increase in property taxes for Madison residents. A former Facebook employee has come forward to claim the social media giant knowingly allows the spread of harmful misinformation and that its product damages the mental health of young users. Whistleblower Frances Hogan appeared before Congress to say Facebook knew about the harm its products were causing but placed profits ahead of safety. She told lawmakers Facebook ignored its own evidence that Instagram was created body image problems for teens.
Engagement-based ranking on Instagram can lead children from very innocuous topics like healthy recipes to anorexia promoting content over a very short period of time.
Lawmakers are looking at ways the government can better regulate Facebook and other social media sites, something that appears to have bipartisan support. Facebook says it wants Congress to provide more regulation. Well, there's a new theory about what may have caused a large oil spill, which is having a major impact on the Southern California coast. The CEO of Amplify Energy, which operates the pipeline, said there's a possibility a ship's anchor may have ruptured the line. Up to 144,000 gallons of oil have already leaked into the ocean there, shutting down beaches and putting animals in danger. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon.
Another vaccine maker seeks authorization for an extra shot and make room for man's best friend. I'm Diane King Hall at the New York Stock Exchange. Of those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for overall excellence in television.
You've heard the saying, if it looks like bacon and it tastes like sausage, it's probably Johnsonville sausage strips. Oh, you never heard that? Well, sausage strips are pretty new. They're strips of sausage in amazing flavors like maple and chorizo. You can find this meaty miracle by the bacon, even though it's sausage.
Whoa.
My mom is a very outgoing, social person. She was very hesitant at first, leaving her house that she'd been in for over 40 years. She was not really sure why we needed to do this. We walked in and we were like, wow, this looks like a 5-star hotel. Now that she's here and she's around people every day and she's being social, she really enjoys her time here. When I talk to her at night, she's happy and she's not sad and lonely anymore. I feel relieved and a lot less stressed knowing she's here and knowing she's safe.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life hearing centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-day challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-day challenge.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Johnson & Johnson is asking for a booster shot green light from the government. The company announced today it has filed a request with the Food and Drug Administration for emergency use authorization of boosters for people who previously received its single-dose vaccine. So far, only Pfizer has the go-ahead for its extra shot. Southwest is now the latest U.S. airline to require employees to be vaccinated against COVID-19. The company said its 54,000 workers must be fully vaccinated by December 8th in order to keep their jobs. Employees can seek approval to skip the shots due to medical or religious reasons. A pivot by the U.S. Postal Service to personal banking. The USPS is testing providing financial services like check cashing, bill pay, ATM access, and expanded money order services. The pilot program launched in mid-September in 4 markets. And it's not personal, it's just puppy love. According to a recent YouGov study, 1 in 4 pet parents would rather sleep next to their pooch than their partner. Nearly a third said snoring was the reason they favored a furry friend. Other top catalysts for partners getting the boot in favor of their pooch: tossing and turning, sheet stealing, and sleep talking. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Diane, thank you. Let's check Wall Street afternoon hour. The Dow Industrial is up 376 points. The NASDAQ up 204. The S&P 500 up 54. That's pretty much erasing yesterday's losses. Another gloomy day across southern Wisconsin. We could see some possible showers and thunderstorms later on this week. Julian Seawright will tell us when ahead in your certified most accurate forecast.
Are you worried about getting in and out of your bathtub to shower? Don't step over, step through with Wisconsin Walk-In Showers. Let us custom fit your tub to be a walk-in shower without any remodeling. Our bathtub conversions take a few hours to complete. Call before you fall. Wisconsin Walk-In Showers.
Guys, do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Now there's great news. Peak Performance for Men will help you regain your performance and confidence naturally. Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, clinically shown to open up and regrow blood vessels, restoring normal and natural functionability where it counts most. There are no needles, no surgery, and best of all, no pain. Call now and receive an ultrasound, your initial consultation, all for free, and over $300 value. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Menards has everything you need to keep your family and home safe. From smoke and carbon monoxide alarms to fire extinguishers, Kidde home safety products keep your family protected from emergencies. Ensure that you have adequate coverage for all areas of your home with Kidde's full line of home safety solutions to help protect you and your family. Save today with 11% off on all Kidde home safety products right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
I just saw your national TV ad with Joe in it. Can you tell me more about the money you say I can have put back into my Social Security? It's not available in my area? Did you just say that I need to read the fine print? Is this legitimate? Is this legal?
National call centers, they're just not the way to go when you can meet with a trusted and knowledgeable Medicare insurance agent from Informed Choice Insurance Agency. Because nobody knows your local hospitals, doctors, and pharmacies like your local Informed Choice Insurance agent.
Are you worried about getting in and out of your bathtub to shower? Don't step over, step through with Wisconsin walk-in showers. Let us custom fit your tub to be a walk-in shower without any remodeling. Our bathtub conversions take a few hours to complete. Call before you fall. Wisconsin walk-in showers.
In tomorrow's Eye on Education, I'll share how local schools are helping students cope with grief.
And meet a man running to raise mental health awareness in the 608.
And our unsettled weather pattern sticks around. We talk rain chances tomorrow from 4:30 to 7.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates, taking action to discover and report the facts to make sure your voice is heard. That's why News 3 Now investigates. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blain's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report, recovering from the World Dairy Expo.
I still have a voice. I'm thrilled with that. That's all I need, honestly. But yeah, putting the rest of the pieces back on the wheel, or back on the wagon this week for sure. But great show. Really wonderful to get a chance to catch up with everybody. I think that's the number one element everybody walked away with. And congratulations to the Canadians that had the Supreme Champion Holstein. She was beautiful. All right, let's talk a little bit about what's happening with Wisconsin farmers. They have stayed busy. Granted, the rain that we've picked up in some areas of the Channel 3 viewing locations over the past 48 hours or so is welcome. Gives farmers a little bit of a chance to get a break. According to the Wisconsin Ag Statistical Service, as of Sunday across the state, 91% of our corn silage was already harvested. We also have about 12% of our corn that's been combined for grain. That's 5 days ahead of last year and 9 days ahead of our 5-year average. And the moisture on that corn coming in at about 23%, so it's drying down really, really fast. Soybeans, 31% of the soybeans were harvested as of Sunday. Again, the ahead of our 5-year average, ahead of where we were last year at this time. 71% of our potatoes have also been in, and some of them aggressive busy bees, fall tillage, 19% complete. The dairy industry in Wisconsin very happy to welcome the news of Agripor making a big dairy investment in the Little Chute area, a $168 million state-of-the-art cheese factory that's already under construction on more than 24 acres of ground. The state's going to help them out with about $4.5 million in business tax credits over the next 4 years, depending on their investment in hiring and capital expenditures. John Heinberg, market advisor with Total Farm Marketing this morning, told me that's one of those deals where an investment like that raises all boats, gives us more markets for our milk in Wisconsin, since 85% of their supply comes from the state, and it also helps us when it comes to expanding our dairy industry. Barrel cheese today up 1/4 cent at 179 1/4. 40-pound block cheese up a penny at 180 3/4. The AA butter quiet for a Tuesday at $1.69 a pound. But that is one of the biggest investments we've seen in dairy expansion, new dairy expansion in the state in quite a while. So welcome news.
It's my hometown.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
Little
that.
Chute.
Yep, 24.5 acres that they are using for that cheese plant. Mm-hmm.
Good for Little Chute. Good
Yes,
for the
indeed.
dairy industry.
That's right.
All right, Pam, thank you. Here's Julia now with the forecast.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. We are still looking at that unsettled weather pattern to be sticking around for us throughout the next few days, which could be prompting in some rain chances later into the week. But for today, we're getting this cyclonic flow, which is a counterclockwise wind pattern, which is coming in from this low pressure, which is also a mid-latitude cyclone in itself. In addition, that is why we're starting to see so much cloudy conditions into the upper Midwest. However, since that low is pushing itself out, and the back end of that cold front is where we're starting to see that high pressure really settle in to the upper Midwest for us. And that's why we're seeing so much cloudy conditions throughout the next few days for us. As we're planning out the rest of today, again, we're going to start to see that flow still coming into the back end, pushing itself westerly. And as we're going to be seeing, most of those winds are still going to be on the lighter side, but really the cloudy conditions will remain throughout the rest of our afternoon and for this evening. And as we go into the overnight hours, we're going to be starting to see still some cloudy conditions, but really what we're keeping an eye on is coming into Wednesday nights. Going to be seeing potentially some rain showers starting to roll into southern Wisconsin. And then as we head into Thursday, that's where we're looking at chances of seeing some more rain, but could be seeing some stormy conditions as well as we get into our Thursday afternoon. So those are the things we're going to be keeping our eye on. Our rain chances are best for Thursday and into Friday to start off the weekend. And as we get into the weekend, we're still looking at some chances of seeing some rainfall that sticks into our forecast throughout next week, excuse me. But as we can see for Wednesday, most of Wednesday is going to be dry until we get into Wednesday nights, transitioning into our Thursday. So that's what we're going to be keeping our eye on. But the three things we'll need to know for the next few days, we're looking at still that above average temperatures with those 70s sticking into our forecast. We're looking at dry throughout Wednesday as well until we get into about Wednesday nights into Thursday. That's where we're looking for our best chances of seeing some showers and even some thunderstorms for the area. Now, as we take a look, happening right now, we are looking at more clouds to be sticking around throughout the day. We're staying dry with temperatures in those 60s and 70s. But what we're keeping our eye on are those rain chances because we're looking at plenty of them throughout the next few days. Not looking for washouts, however, but still staying on the warmer side and still looking at some rain to really be impacting us as we get into the weekend. Now, our temperatures, once again, are still above average as we are looking at 65 degrees to be the normal high. We're well above it as we're still hanging into those 70s. Now, as we take a look at our 10-day forecast, the next few days, expect it to be cloudy. Not going to need the sunglasses anytime soon, but we're going to still be holding on to those mild conditions of those 70s as well. But at least we have some rain in our forecast because we definitely need it for our drought conditions. So that's probably the one good thing, even though it could interrupt some of our plans heading into the weekend, Mark.
Well, we need the rain. And no cool down there.
Yeah, no, not at all. But got to enjoy it while we have it.
Absolutely. All right, Julian, thank you. Today in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, they're sharing a recipe for a sweet treat. Here's Howard.
I have a neighbor who's a plumber, and a while back he helped me fix a leaky faucet. When I asked him what I owed him, he said, "Don't worry, just make me a dessert sometime and we'll call it even, since you know how much I love sweets." So after thinking about what to make, this easy Italian-inspired layer cake came to mind. To make it, we start by beating a box of white cake mix with some eggs, buttermilk, and oil. After that's mixed, we stir in a good amount of coconut and chopped pecans. And rather than making this just 2 layers, we made it into 3 so that each layer is nice and delicate. While they bake and cool, we mix together some store-bought cream cheese frosting with more chopped pecans. At this point, it's time to drizzle some rum over each layer before frosting it. After all 3 layers have been stacked, all that's left to do is frost the sides and top. Maybe garnish it with a few pecans. What you end up with is a simple but elegant cake that's just as welcome after some homemade manicotti as it is with a tall glass of milk. To get the recipe for our Italian cream cake, all you have to do is check out our website. Let me tell you, my neighbor loved his cake so much that every time I see him, he hints for me to make him another. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a sweeter way for you to say, "Ooh, it's so good." Good?
It's delicious.
Italian, rummy.
All right, guys, thank you. October is Pizza Month, and of course that means Wisconsin cheese will be piled on your favorite pie. Angie Edge, there she is from the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, is here sharing a pizza recipe next at noon.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Stanton Optical is always here for you with our safe telehealth technology. You can just walk in for an eye exam whenever you need one. And your eye exam is free when you buy 2 pair of glasses for as low as $59.95. Find your nearest store at StantonOptical.com or call 1-800-STANTON.
What does your retirement future look like? With a well-built retirement, your future can look bright. Your financial home secure. Retirements are built here every day. Call now and start building yours.
The house before you, over 30 years old, still has its original window. It's bone chilling.
Folks, there's no need to be afraid of old windows. Just call Feldco for 50% off.
Right now at Feldco, get 50% off windows. Plus, no interest for 1 year.
50% off windows ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, Feldco.
With Dad's arthritis, he needs extra help around the house, so I called a Grace. Yes, a Grace. With their agent home service, he can stay at home.
That's where I want to spend these months. With hospice care from a Grace, I can stay home with my dog and my grandkids and their laughter.
I had no idea laughter could be a part of my life again after Joe died, but through a Grace, I found hope and healing.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo should probably be called McGann Furniture and Flooring because we're the area's oldest and most experienced floor covering store. Our friendly staff will explain the many types of flooring available, answer questions, and make suggestions so you can choose what's best for your home and lifestyle. We always offer free in-home measurements and estimates and use the finest installers in the entire area. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
Time is of the essence when planning for retirement, so take the time now to make sure yours is well built. Retirements are built here every day. Retirement Income Planning, LLC.
6 months of AccuView Oasis contacts plus an eye exam. Only $125. Lowest price ever. Plus free trial lenses in store. Get the deal at Stanton Optical. Unbeatable prices without the drama.
Angie Edge from Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin is here. Welcome back to you. It's Pizza Month.
It
October
is Pizza Month, and actually 44% of consumers eat pizza on a weekly basis. I know our house does, so everyone's looking for new and ideas, maybe family night ideas. So we're showing a pizza party on the patio, and how you can do that. And the key is, of course, lots of Wisconsin cheese.
And we have a Halloween theme here.
We do have a Halloween theme. So this is the Scary Halloween Pizza. So basically, I used a tube of refrigerated pizza dough and already cooked that, and layered on some pizza sauce on top. So very simple. And then there's actually 3 steps for the cheese. So you want to choose a cheese that melts beautifully, a young cheese. Typically it's a mozzarella or a provolone cheese made in Wisconsin that makes a really nice base. But then the fun thing is to really blend different cheeses together and get those flavors to really come out. So this one calls for 1 cup of Wisconsin mozzarella. I'm using a cheese from Hennings that actually is made by a master cheesemaker, 4th generation. And then we're also adding some Asiago cheese, also made by a master cheesemaker, that really adds a lot more flavor to the cheese. So
you can't have enough cheese.
There's not enough cheese, and there's really no rules. So if you want to try brick cheese, if cheddar cheese, even once it's cooked, if you want to sprinkle feta or blue cheese and maybe more Parmesan cheese, we make over 600 different varieties. So try lots of different types of cheeses.
Yeah, I like the chicken feta pizzas.
Oh, feta, that's amazing too.
All right, so put on what you want.
So then you can start making those scary Halloween faces. Maybe you want to make some eyes out of pepperoni, and you can use the olives for some scary eyeballs. You can also use, you can notice on my example over here, you can make spiders out of the olives. You can make scary eyes out of the green and the yellow peppers. So you can just have fun with it. And kids could make their own individual pizza as well.
Some little ones here that could decorate as they want.
How fun, and then everyone can make their own unique pizza.
Perfect for Pizza Month and Halloween,
Yeah.
and Wisconsin cheese at its finest.
Yes.
Go to the website.
WisconsinCheese.com.
Recipes there and all sorts of other good stuff.
Yes.
Angie,
indeed.
thanks for being
Thank
with
you.
us. All right, here is Julian. One final check of the forecast.
Boy, does that look delicious. Now, as we take a final look at the forecast, the next few days, folks, we're not looking at much sunshine at all. Still holding on to plenty of cloud cover in our skies, and on top of it, still above average temperatures. It's still not going to feel like October at all, as we're looking at those 70s still holding on firmly throughout the next few days. On top of that, we are looking at some chances and some thunderstorm chances late at night on Wednesday that will carry itself into Thursday and for Friday for us. As we head into the weekend, have also some opportunities for some showers to roll in, but we're still just looking at those above average and mild temperatures for us as we are closing things out.
All right, Julian, thank you. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.